Hello again, I'm Coyote Jack, and look at this one. So, we have seen the track record of Nintendo's evil actions. So, even when legal mindset say Nintendo needs to be stopped, it's bad. Because we have stuff to tackle, so Power Nation said this Nintendo demands Power remove mod support, claiming it's illegal. Like, on all of this madness of the lawsuit with Palworld, now Nintendo owns the summoning mechanics in general, and now they want to own mode support. How is this going? So, Nintendo says that Palworld's mods expose developers to losses unless removed. How? The mod support is the community, and if the game is easier to mod, why do you care so much? Well, look at this. They are also suing over the Pokemon mod, allegedly Powerword success relies on stolen Pokemon. Again, they did that shit and they failed. And because they failed, they started this fucking nonsense lawsuit with parent trolling. Yeah, who could have predicted that someone called Dove Bowser could actually live up to its name of the villain's character from this company? Palworld included mod support from launch, enabling players to customize experience and restore features removed due to Masuda's lawsuit. Well, it's like they are. Look, I know people remember this fact when Boogie wasn't that much of a shitty company. With Far Cry series, you have a map editor. And hell, I remember playing some maps on Far Cry 2 that they were recreating like the Nintendo's living room with the NES. But they created with the tools of that. They didn't use external tools. They were using the map editor. So with this nonsense, these fuckers are saying that tools that extends the life experience of gamers are illegal. This is what I'm getting from what Paranation posted up here. So continue on. The Nintendo's vs. Power lawsuit has pressed industry criticism, with Larian Studios director warning that Nintendo may hinder game development and creativity. They're already doing it, and they're getting away with it, which is the worst part. And this is why Legal Mindset said it here. This precedent will kill the modding community. Yeah, because you have companies like fucking Tech2 Interactive also going after mods. And so, but the other ones don't want to do it because, yeah, they're not too much profit there anymore. No, they do that shit. Yeah, all companies are going to perpetuate themselves. So, oh yeah, you're going to consume from us only. Hell, man, even Konami, the Konami looks less comic because their Pro Evolution Soccer games, you can make your own custom teams because they don't have all the licenses of their teams. Like, and you could edit files for the consoles, Xbox, PS4, and obviously PC. Like for real, man. They want to say no. This is only what we are creating. Only allowed plan for us. You can consume this. Holy fuck. Oh man, these decisions whether or not to allow most rest solely with Palworld, but Palworld is not and should not be liable for whatever happens as a result of such a modding. Nor should Pokemon control that. And yeah, this is the article here on Eurogamer, so reading you this one quickly. So, as a part of his defense against alleged copyright infringement of the Pokemon games, Pocket has pointed out the mods as an example of priors that would invalidate Nintendo's parent claims. Specifically, it highlighted that Pocket Soul's Pokemon mod for Dark Souls 3, which allowed players to capture and battle with enemies in the game. Now, in a response spotted with GameFly, Nintendo is disputed in the press because it believes mods don't stand on their own as they require as original game to run on. Hello, Nintendo. You, yeah, people mod games, but after they buy the fucking game, And because they go on their way to do so. Because they want to experience a new stuff with the games that they already own. The, the consumer is doing it. Jesus Christ, man. Holy fuck. As such, mods shouldn't be subject to patent infringement in the same way as palware is. As Game Phrase points out, game makers often look to mods for inspirations, so Pokémon for Defense should be valid. We had sequels on new franchises. Now, new franchises is the best example of games that were born based on mods. Dota! Fucking Dota, man! There's Steam's live service game that has been running for a very long time was born based on mods. Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. So say, because you need a game. Mods are illegal. Holy shit, man. Holy fucking shit, this fucking company. And the news with Nintendo doesn't stop there. So look at this. Also, look how they want to cut sources. They're making still profit. They're still making money with their games already existing in the first Nintendo Switch. And it's not enough. They say, oh, we need to cut corners. We need to make line go up. Once aware, Dog Bowser living out to its name. Nintendo of America outsourcing customer service positions releases hundreds of contractors. So, who they're going to? Oh man. So, jobs that existed for customer support, they are going to some outsource it and making it shittier. According to a new report from Ignorant, Nintendo of America has let go of hundreds of contractors who were part of the company's customer support services, instead deciding to source the positions to employees in South America. And if they don't speak English too well, even I myself, I don't speak English too well, and probably the ones already watching my video already noticed and have pointed that out to me. Yeah, I understand. I try and I keep improving, but some accents don't blend too well with other languages unless those working in support are willing to do so. But still, you have your own people in your own country working like that in regions, and you're saying fire them out and outsourcing it and making shit less functional. Ah, well, according to several unnamed sources close to the matter, the transition process isn't going smoothly. Of course, it's not going to be going smoothly with language barriers because, for fucking course, man. Oh, fucking hell, man. Uh, with language barriers and poor communications overall causing quite struggles in getting that sourced customer service up and running. Probably you should. Nah, man. I was going to say learn to talk in Spanish, but nah. Unless it is for insults, at least I know you will get what idea to learn another language. But oh, you know what? Yeah, learn a little Spanish, learn some cursed words, and yeah, find new ways to tell these outsource teams to go fuck themselves in their respective language. Yeah, because if they're just going to do a shitty service and they're going to experience that, yeah. Oh man, no. What the fuck is this company doing? Previously, Nintendo had been hiring contracted employees in the US for 11 months at a time. Well, why they don't do all of those full-time jobs? Why they always have to do with contracts? Yeah, something they need to be fixing there. Then letting them go only to rehire them a couple of months later. Ah, man, I remember when I was working at one call center, I was very pissed. They do that shit just because your stance there in that company starts to, how do we call this? Antiquity is, well, it's not the what I'm searching for. Look, when you work on a place, a full-time job, and depending on what amount of time you were there, like 4 years, 5 years, if you manage to stay in that place for quite a long time, or even 2 years, even when they fire you, you generated revenue. But you have to get your last paycheck and what is, well, your last end one remaining of that for all the time of service at certain place you were working for. And with contracts, yeah, I remember with outsource, they were cutting us off. We were never allowed to have that remaining paycheck. So yeah, outsource is just fuck. Also look at this. Outsourcing it, yeah, is they're going to pay even less to that people and South America, and also they're going to exploit it and also deliver a shitty service. It's just this shit that pisses me off with outsourcing. But well, continue on. This was done so that Nintendo could get around a law that requires Nintendo to hire workers full time if they were there for a year or more. But what is the fucking problem for you, Nintendo? This is what gets me. So you say, no, 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 we cannot allow to have full time workers here. And they would rather use this one. Nah, man. No. This is not the way, but this is this fucking shitty company. Well, this means the contracted staff in Nintendo is now releasing were expertly trained for the positions and have been doing their jobs for years on end. Wow, well, at least if the pay was good. Wow, what a way to keep repeating the same cycle over and over again. And especially if they know, oh, we need to keep recontracting in this guy because he knows how to do his job. A rough estimate says Nintendo is ending contracts of 200 workers to go with outsourced solutions. The contractors were told to move through their respective agencies rather than Nintendo themselves, and Nintendo didn't offer any direct explanations or apology for the situations. Contractors who remaining on through this month, September, have to train to outsource employees. Go fuck yourself with that one, man. Yeah, and I've been there before. When they say, "Oh, we don't want you," but you're going to train your replacement. I remember they did that shamelessly to my face. And I was fucking laughing my ass off when they did that. And that replacement, of course, the place was a fucking hellhole. And walked away. And they tried to call me, nah, bitch, I found another place. No, I'm not going to answer you anymore. So even like this, you know what? I would rather let all of people that are going to be laid off in the U.S. Do a shitty service, like a shitty training. Do your most shittiest training possible. Yeah, even you are going to sound ghoulish. Oh, how you are treating this South America? Dude, they're forcing me to train my my replacement, and they want me to do a good job at training my replacement. Nah, just for the rest doing the same job. Nah, even I know. We have done this in the past, and oh man, I remember that one was laughing my ass off because that fucking shitty boss wanted to do an extra job, and yeah, nah, fuck you, get fucked. Yeah, at this point, yeah, to those people that worked for Nintendo, do a shitty job, do a shitty training, milk your paycheck until your contract is over, and yeah, let Nintendo deal with the consequences so they can get sued later. So the contrarios who were let go expressed concerns that the quality of Nintendo's customer service would drop dramatically due to the reasons stated above. When Nintendo was consulted about the matter, they have the following to say. While we have nothing to announce about internal business activities, the claims shared with IGN include inaccurate information. Oh man, yeah, this fucking evil company. At Nintendo of America, we're extremely thankful to have partnered with several companies as their talented contractors over the years to deliver high quality customer service experiences. You didn't want to hire them full-time job to keep doing that good job that you're claiming. We continue to build and inspire our customer service models with external partners that have deep experience in all the markets. Your market is video games, you fucking bitch. We were set across the Americas. This approach allows us to support to the full scope of our customer service missions in both North America and our growing Latin American markets. You have a shitty. Oh man! They have a shitty services. Customer support service. Oh man, I can't, man. I can't. I just can't. This fucking company do a very shitty job. They relied on the ones of the storefront selling you stuff to have a saying with external warranties. Now they do a shitty job. They do a very shitty job. It has been like that, man, for, for years. And they say, oh, we care for Latin American markets. Why are you also doing all those price hikes? Saying, oh, we have premium quality or all that bullshit. Nah, man, this fucking company. They continue on because we are not and better scale seasonal needs for consistent support. As always, our top priority is to provide excellent customer support, and we are pleased that customer satisfaction with the service provided with all our partners remain positive. So you're just saying positive, telling someone in the US, hey, you're going to lose your job to a South American doing the work there with even less pay and extra hours. And you have to train him. So we don't have to rehire you ever again. Yeah, and it happened to me. It happened to me. And sure, it happens to others that probably they all, I'm not going to deny some of them can do a shitty job. But the problem is they are doing these mass layoffs to inshittify what they offer. Seriously, this company, this fucking company. Oh well, that's it. Thanks for watching and please take care.